Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here, and welcome to week 34 of 52 as we take a look at the 34th game on the Sega Genesis Action 52 compilation brought out by Active Enterprises in 1993. And as we can see from this menu, game number 34 is Air Command. So we got a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up, but this is a bit different because we're actually going down the screen instead of the more traditional up the screen. But again, as with that earlier game from how come there's no rotating propellers, and that grass is quite frankly a bit of an eyesore. It looks like NES graphics. Not to necessarily knock NES graphics per se, because obviously there's severe hardware limitations for that particular console because it's 8-bit, but the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive is 16-bit and was capable of doing far more convincing grass/tree effects than this. And it's got the same problem as the other shooters, in which you can't shoot through explosions. And I'm already bored with this. I really don't know what to. I was clearly hitting that plane, and those bullets were going straight through its wings. Oh, as I was saying, I really don't know what to say about this. There is. It's clearly obvious that a lot of these games are using the same engine as one another. I mean, yes, it's scrolling downwards rather than upwards, but it's still got the same problem as other shooters in which you can't shoot through the explosions, which can be a big problem if there's an aeroplane in this instance right behind it and you can't shoot it because the animation from the previous explosion hasn't finished. But the main problem is a lot of these games are just, by and large, identical copies of one another. God. I mean, there's literally no point in being able to go up and down the screen at the moment. Because you may as well just stay at the top of the screen and give yourself the maximum time to react. I'm trying to think of something different to say about this game, and I just can't, because there really isn't any much different to say about it. I mean, literally the only great difference is that it's scrolling downwards. Apart from that, it's basically the same as all the other shooters. And I've never played this game before, and I'm already getting this far. Oh, God, I'm sure I hit that plane. I know, part of me is wondering why I'm actually complaining about this, considering how boring this game is. Panic every time a plane gets close to me because I worry if I'm technically in a position to shoot it when the bullets are just going to go straight through it, like it's happened a couple of times already. Goodness me. Still keep wondering about how I'm actually gonna do a final whether or not to tag the overall verdict onto the end of the review of the video that will contain the 50-second and final game. But I've still got a little bit of time to think about that, and I am not playing that again because I got bored so quickly with it. So that was game number 34, Air Command. If it commands anything, it commands the ability to make you bored before even a minute has elapsed, because that's pretty much what happened there. Apart from it scrolling downwards rather than upwards, it's basically like every other bog standard shooter you've ever played. There's nothing special about it whatsoever. The same old problems of the graphics not being up to standard for the time, especially not for a 16-bit game from 1993. I'm starting to wonder whether I should just do the equivalent of copy and paste that, because that seems to be a going trend with this game, but part of me thinks I better not, because I'll probably get a game that looks like an absolute masterpiece, Renoir oil painting or something like that, knowing my luck. Sound effects are usually disappointing, bland fare, and quite frankly, I'm getting bored with that voice that announces level 1, level complete. It's starting to grate on me now, and I dread to think how goolally that voice is going to send me come the end of this 52-week run. Gameplay. Well, as I say, basically the same fare as previous shooters. The same problem: can't shoot through explosions, boring, insipid. By 1993, shoot 'em ups had things like extra weapons and a bit more variety, not the same thing over and over again with different music. So yeah, this is another game that's clearly not going to elevate the final score in any way, because there's just not enough to this game. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to catch you on another one soon. Texie88 out.